Hey guys, it's Sarah from Just My Typewriter, and I am a cheapskate. Don't get me wrong, I love my typewriters, but I can't afford to buy them all the fancy accessories that they deserve, which is why I turn to bad DIY. A typewriter mat or pad is a rubber-backed piece of foam or felt that is set under your typewriter to help keep it from slipping or sliding across your desk, and can have the added bonus of contributing to some of the noise dampening when typing. Many of my portables or electrics have been known to slide away from me as I type. By adding a typewriter mat, I can help them grip the surface of the table better and stay in place. But typewriter pads are so expensive. They can be made out of many materials and look really snazzy, but I personally can't justify the cost of some of these options, especially when I have a typewriter collection of 20, most of which were purchased for under $25. The good news is you can make just about anything with products from the bath department in Walmart. I've made several rounds of typewriter mats using these cheap Walmart bath mats. You want to look for something with a rubberized bottom so that it sticks to the surface of your tabletop. You also want to make sure that it will cut well and it has a foam inner core so that it'll actually provide a cushioned layer for noise dampening. Some of these bath mats with fringe tops don't have that additional layer inside, so I typically go with these ones. They also have lines which I can follow with scissors to turn into my mat, have foam on the inside, and have a gripped back. I also get the smaller size one because it cuts evenly into two mats, but there are other sizes available. Once I pick out my bath mat, I take it home and cut it right down the middle with a pair of scissors. And voila, a typewriter mat, 2 for under $10. Over time it will lose a bit of that cushiness, but then you can just go back and get another one. Another essential accessory for typewriters are dust covers. Some typewriters will come with their original dust covers, and most portables come with a case. But there are plenty of desk typewriters that come naked and need protection from the cold, harsh reality that is a home with dust and possibly pets. Dust can get into your typewriters and gum up all sorts of moving parts. There are Etsy sellers that make customized dust covers for specific machines, and for a while, the We Are memory keepers of the typewriter ribbon fame did sell dust covers, but they have since sold out and have stopped making typewriter supplies. The good news is I basically live in the bed and bath departments at Walmart and Target, and I have a solution. First, I picked which machine I wanted to make my cover for. All typewriters have different shapes and sizes. I measured my Smith Corona Pacemaker specifically to make a cover for it. I measured the width, the length of the sides, the distance from the front to the back, accounting for the raise in height over the carriage so that my cover would completely encase and protect my machine. Then, using those measurements, I took a $4 clear shower curtain liner and cut out these panels. 2 of the same size for the sides, and 1 for the top piece that would be the width of the typewriter and long enough to cover the entire top of the machine. Is it science? Did I measure and cut well? No. But again, I do bad crafts. I did give myself a seam allowance of about a ½ inch on each piece so that I could attach the pieces together and still have a seam where they met. Then I laid the pieces around the typewriter so I could get the right shape. Using a stapler, I stapled the pieces of the shower curtain together. Why staple? Well, you've seen how I am with a sewing machine, and it didn't seem safe to try that again. Plus, not every person has access to a sewing machine. I stapled all of the sides together inside out so I could eventually turn it right side out and have the seams on the inside. This does mean, though, that the staples will be on the inside and can possibly scratch my precious typewriter's paint. So, using a hot glue gun, I fixed some ½ inch ribbon around the stapled seam to cover up the staples and protect the typewriter. Quick reminder that glue guns are dangerous, and I definitely burned myself. Again. Once the glue was dry, I turned the cover right side out and placed it on my typewriter. It's not perfect, but it'll do the job, and I was able to make it on the cheap. And that's how you make typewriter accessories armed with only scissors, a stapler, and a hot glue gun. Is it a survival skill? Depends on the deserted island. If you're interested in more typewriter content, check out some of the videos on this channel. We also have an Instagram at just.my.typewriter. Thanks so much for watching, and I want to remind you, you're just my typewriter.